Indians are the most well-known of any group of Americans around the world. They're also the one unique ethnic minority we have in the country. They have a branch of their own in the government. They have lost their homeland. They have been pounded on in terms of religion and education. And so their story is a long one and an interesting one. The course will begin at the time of American independence and will come down to the present, and we'll see how they dealt with the invading U.S. and how they have changed and they have succeeded in surviving down to the present. We'll start with Indians as being enemies. At the time of independence, they had been on the side of the British, and then they will become allies. We'll look at how the U.S. worked to extract land from them and push them west. We'll look at the efforts that they made through diplomacy, through religion, through warfare, through migration to survive, to hang on to their own lands, their own customs. I found it intriguing because as a child, my parents rented a home from a man named Johnny Ehorn, who happened to be a Potawatomi Indian. And as a little kid, I thought it was really neat we lived next to an Indian. He didn't live in a teepee, he lived in a regular house, he didn't ride a horse, he just drove off to work in his truck. But for me, it was cool that he was an Indian. And so I have always been interested in this, and I have found that the Indian experience is so different from that of other Americans that it gives us a lot of ways to look at how American society has developed over the years. So you want to learn more about Indians than anybody else in the world does, and people in other countries, then this is the course to take, because almost everything that people know is incorrect. This will give you the straight story on 200 years worth of development and their story in this country. I'm looking forward to having a class of mature adults. I stopped teaching 4 years ago, and now as I look at this, I think I will have an audience that is mature, that is motivated, that will come to class, that will do the reading, that will participate, that will bring experience and knowledge to the class. So I'd be happy if you would join me in this class. I think we'll have a good time, use a variety of audiovisual stuff, cartoons, and other things that you will find interesting.